Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Otumba Adams Show. My name remains Adams Oluwafemilajide, and you are welcome to the 67th episode of the Otumba Adams Show. I hope you guys have been learning something tangible, yeah, since we started this series this year, right? How's been your day? How have you been? How is life treating you? How is Nigeria treating you if you're actually in Nigeria? And if you're watching me from any part of the world, how is life over there? Those of you in the Western world, I think you guys are about to enter autumn right before winter. Anyway, how is life? How is business? How is literally everything? All right. So, on this episode, right, we'll be looking at ways your business can deliver great customer service. Ways your business can deliver customer service. But before I dive right in, right, if you'd like to introduce yourself, since this is a live show and you would love me to welcome you, just put your name, put your location in the comment section, and I would um, welcome you specially. All right. So at the back of my house, there's a construction happening right now. So just in case if you're hearing doom, 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 it's all those carpenters try to like fix the roof. I'm actually seeing them from where I am, but anyway, the show must go on. All right. So today's episode, as I said earlier, is ways your business can deliver great customer service. That is what we'll be looking at today. All right. And we know that like customers, we all literally like every one of us tends to like complain when we experience bad customer service from people. But when it comes to our own business, are we also treating our customers right? Are we giving them that feel that they belong to us or they belong to the part of the of the family of the business, right? Do we do that? Now, that is what this episode is all about. All right. So, number one on my list on the ways you can actually deliver great customer service is one, you have to be friendly. Now, one thing you should know as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, is that one, you are the face of your business, right? You are the first person anybody is going to meet. Peradventure, you don't even have any staffs, right? You're the first person anybody is going to meet when it comes to your business. So if you are not friendly, people would not warm up to your business because it is you they are seeing first. All right. Because no matter what you say to people, no matter how no matter how big your grammar is, people would always remember how you made them feel. And if you do not make people feel great, right? People would not remember your business. So you have to be what? You have to be a friendly person. All right. And how do you or how can you be friendly when interacting with your customer? One, welcome them with a warm smile. If you're meeting them one on one, like, hello, customer, how are you doing? Like, just smile. Let them feel that joy coming from within you. And they know that, like, wow, I would love to do business with this person because this person is actually a friendly person. But imagine if you go to a shop and then, like, the Oga or the madam of the shop is just squeezing face, and then the person just doing, like, yes, what do you want? How can I help you? Is it because of something of 100 naira that you are walking into my shop like that? Like, even if you had plans to buy something in the future from that particular business, like that first reception that you got, right? That first impression that you got from that particular business owner would repel you from coming back again. So, as a business owner, the number one thing that you need to do is you have to be friendly yourself. It is very, very important. Learn to be friendly if you and it would help your business customer service experience. All right. So that's number one on the list. Number two is train your employees, right? You need to train your employees. For in a case where you have employees in your business, right? You may not be around all the time. You need to know this. You may probably like you may probably have branches, right? If you do not train your customers as to how you want them to treat the customers, so if you not train your employees rather as to how you want them to treat the customers, your employees might as well just treat your customers shabbily. And if they do, customers would not want to come back to your business. They would not want to do business with your company. All right. Train your customers. And one of the ways that you can actually train your customers, especially for those that are within your own branch, is treat your employees rather. Treat your employees how you would want them to treat the customers. As the owner of the business, learn to treat your employees the same way you would want them to treat your customers, because you are the first person that they are seeing, right? You're the first person that is their leader, and they can only learn from the leader. It is what the leader does that they can also pass on to other people. So you have to be their first teacher. Teach them. If you can get the service of people that can actually train, get them to come train them. All right. But if you do not have the money to train your staff, then you have to be the one to train them yourself. And what do you train your employees? I keep mixing the employee customer part. What do you train your employees? You have to train your employees to be patient, right? Patience is a virtue. All right. Train them to be patient, train them to have empathy, and train them to have good communication skills. It is very, very important. Those 3 points are really, really important if you want your customers to have a great customer service experience in your company. Moving on to number 3, it is have an in-depth knowledge of your product. You need to have an in-depth knowledge of your product. It's very, very important, because in a case where a customer has questions to ask, if you are not very knowledgeable rather in the business you are trying, or in the business that you are in, right, then people will not trust you. People will feel that like, nah, this person is a fraud, he's fake, right? And they will doubt if they can actually do business with your company. So you have to know as many things as possible that relates to your business. You have to be a master of the business. Don't just be that kind of person that like just because you heard that other people are doing a particular business and then you run into it, and then when customers then come around to meet you, they're like, how do you go about this thing? And then you cannot even boldly give them value, right, for the information that they are seeking. Then it doesn't make sense. They will just leave. They will be like, nah, I can't do business with this person because this person doesn't even know what he's into, what he or she is doing. All right. So you need to have an in-depth knowledge about your business. That's number 3 on the list. Moving on to number 4, I have always learn to say thank you. Always learn to say thank you, right? Once you're done doing business with your clients, please say thank you to them. Appreciate your customers. It goes a long way. Thank you for buying this product from us. We really do appreciate you. And if you have a greeting card, send them greeting cards. There was a time that I actually bought a product from AliExpress some years back. And when the item came, one of the things I saw in the item I bought was a thank you card. And that particular card spurred me to want to buy from that company again. It goes a long way, right? You might think that like, hey, what is a thank you card? What is a thank you word that I'm sending to these people? Why do I have to appreciate them? Did I not just deliver my service to them? No. Appreciate people, because there are times that like we don't even know what they are doing, what they are going through at that point in time. Your words matters. And when you say a thank you, when you show gratitude, when you tell them that like, hey, thank you for patronizing us, for the next purchase we are going to give you a discount, it goes a long way. It goes a long way, and people would actually love to do business with you the more. All right. So that's number 4 on my list. Learn to say thank you. If you cannot buy them gifts, if you cannot you can just do a greeting card. I think there are like e-cards that you can actually send to people, right? And then maybe at the end of the year, right, you can purchase a product and then give to all your customers for that year to appreciate them for patronizing you. That in itself would make them to want to come back again. There's some businesses that already do that, but if you haven't imbibed such into your business, please try as much as possible to do that, because it would help your business and people would warm up to your business better. All right. So that's number 4 on my list. Moving on to number 5, we have Be quick to respond. Now, this is one thing that like a lot of us have, or a lot of people rather, I wouldn't want to say myself, have issues with. Now, a customer comes around to make inquiries, right? And you would probably be online, especially for those of you guys that do your business on WhatsApp. Like, I have come to your WhatsApp to make an inquiry, and you are there, you are online, like you haven't gone offline. And for the next 30 minutes, 1 hour, you are still there, not responding to my message. Like, no, no. Yeah, to me, I'll probably feel that like you're not even ready to do business. All right. So when it comes to clients, learn to be as swift as possible to do what? To respond to their messages. And even if you are not available to respond to what's the word, their messages, then try to like apologize for not responding, and then get ahead, get on with what's the word now, with the business. Now, I wrote something here in my notes. I was trying to check my notes that like being prompt to response is one of the reasons why companies ask their staffs to always check their mails. All right, because maybe someone is trying to make a complaint to the company about a particular service, and then the next thing, they cannot probably get the email of the boss, and they peradventure gets one of the emails of the staffs, and then they send that complaint to them. If you're not quick enough to notice that message, then it would be a bad PR for your company, because the person can as well start going about telling people that like, hey, don't do business with this company because they do not respond to their messages. And you would not want that for your business. Nah, you definitely would not want that for your business. So learn to respond to messages on time and promptly. All right. So moving on to number 6, we have be respectful. Be respectful. Now, one of the things about this part of the world that I am in, especially the Western part, is that like we love respect a lot. And yes, it is a good thing, but oftentimes we do not give that respect that we are trying to get for ourselves, right? We always try to like put people within a particular class. Just because a customer is driving in and then like the person is riding a big car, you tend to want to give them more respect than you would with to someone that's just walked in barefooted. Okay, definitely not barefooted, like the person just came in without a car. And like that's like the norm, right? That we do, but it should not be. Respect everybody equally, be it young, be it old, be it a foreigner or someone that is from your own tribe. Irrespective of who the person is, give each person their own respects. Always respect your clients, right? And there are times that like let's say your clients are trying to be harsh, they're trying to be rude, right? At that point in time, instead of you to flare up, please do not flare up. Hold your emotions, right? Apply emotional intelligence and back out. Yes, tell them off politely. I don't think we can do business any further. I would like you to please excuse this building or something. Do that, but do not be respectful, because there are some people that like once a customer is trying to give them 5, like they've already given the customer 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you'll be like, wow. And you're a business person. Like, no, respect everyone. Give respect to everyone, be it young, old. And when clients are about to do wayray, they want to like show themselves, don't reciprocate in their own manner, but just let them go. And that way, you wouldn't lose clients. And even when the customer is calm and then realize what they did that is wrong, they would respect the way you handle the situation and may probably be the ones to tell other people about your business. They're like, hey, this person that owns this business is actually matured and people would want to do business with you that way. All right. So that's number 6. Moving on to number 7, we have listen. All right. You have to learn to listen to your customers. Now, do not listen because you want to respond, because that is one thing that like a lot of people do. Like they are listening because they are trying to find loopholes in what the person is saying so that they can easily fire back. No, do not do that. Listen and ask questions, right? Follow the person based on the things that they are saying. Okay, ask question, do you mean this? Or like, is this what you're actually trying to say? Let the person actually understand, or let the person actually know that you are following what they are saying. And then again, put yourself in the shoes of the person while listening to them. Put yourself in their shoes and then be empathetic, right? Know what they're feeling, look at their facial expression, their body language, and all that. And that way, you can actually be a better judge of the situation while listening to them. And then you can give them the answer that they are actually hoping to hear. People want to be listened to. And if they can find that person that can listen to them, they would warm up to that person and they will warm up also to your business. Now, that is number 7. Moving on to number 8, we have keep to your promise. Keep to your promise. One of the issues that like we have with Nigerian entrepreneurs, or maybe Nigerians in general, is people do not really have integrity. People have difficulty keeping to their words. A business owner tells them like, hey, I'm going to do this thing for you. I'm going to deliver it on so date. And when the day comes, they don't even deliver it. Like, you can't even find that thing that they promised to do for you. Now, be that business that stands out. Keep to your promise. Don't say something and then you cannot meet up to it. Instead, over deliver on whatever it is that you have promised. It's better for you to promise little and then over deliver than for you to make one bogus or huge promise and then at the end of the day, you cannot actually deliver that same thing that is said. What's the word that you said you're going to deliver? But there are cases whereby, let's say, for unforeseen circumstances, you were not able to actually deliver that thing that you said you were going to deliver. In that case, you can apologize to the customer and, if possible, do that thing, right? And then refund their money to tell them, to show them how remorseful you are. Yes, you might feel that like you are losing money at that point in time, but people would admire your work ethic, right? Because they will realize that like, wow, this person has gone the extra miles to try to win my heart over. It is not all about the money, right? It's about treating your customers right and also delivering on the promises that you said you are going to deliver on. It is very, very key. It is very, very paramount. All right. Moving on to number 9, we have own your mistakes. You have to learn to own your mistake. There are times that like you would make mistakes as a business owner, right? And if you're not careful, you might start what's the word? There's something that people do like, why would you tell me that like my something is like this, or why would you tell me this? No, don't be harsh on your clients. It could be, the fault could be from your own part, or you could probably just tell them like, hey, okay, let me take a look at it, right? And then once you realize that like, wow, okay, this fault is from you, then go back and then own up. Tell the client that like, hey, I am sorry, this fault is from our own end. We are going to rectify it for you. We are deeply sorry, and we hope that like this would not affect our business with you in the future. If you do that, if you own up, right, you tell them like, hey, I take responsibility for this particular thing, and I'm going to make amends to it. People would respect you for that, and people will feel that, hey, this person actually holds their customer, or this business rather holds their customers in high esteem. All right, learn to own your mistakes if you ever make a mistake in the business, right? And then last but not least, we have always ask for feedback. Always, after you are done with after you're done doing business with your customer, right? Ask them questions like, hey, after you, or with everything that you've been through, or we have been through together, can you please tell me how you feel I can make this business better? Right? You can do that in the form of a questionnaire, in the form of a form, in the form of survey, right? Ask your clients that like, hey, we are trying to improve our services. What do you think we can work on? What do you think we are already good at? And what do you think we lack altogether, or the things that like we are not even doing well at all? That way, from all the information that you gather from these customers, you'll be able to work on your customer service. And over time, you would be one of the best in the niche that you are in. Very, very important. All right. So those are the 10 points that I have. I'll quickly run over them once again and we'll call it today. So moving on back to number 1, I said be friendly. Very, very important. You need to learn to be friendly. All right. Because people warm up to people that are really friendly. And even if you are not seeing the client one face to face, right? While typing, you can use an emoji, right? Just a smiling emoji. Hello, how are you? Put an emoji there, and then the customer or the potential customer will be like, wow, okay, this person is a friendly person, and they would also warm up to you. All right. Number 2 is what? Train your employees. Very, very important. Learn to train your employees. And one of the ways you can train your employees is by showing your employees the same way you want those employees to treat the customers. Treat your employees the way you want your customers to treat your customers. All right. Number 3 is have an in-depth knowledge of your product, right? Don't be that person that like they would ask questions and then like would not know what to say. Even if it's going to be your team members that are handling customer service, let them have deep knowledge about the company's services. Because it's going to be kind of awkward when someone calls trying to ask about a particular information, and then maybe one of the people in your sales team will now say that like, actually, or guy is not around. I cannot really give an answer. Can you please wait? No, it doesn't speak well. Yourself, your customer service team should have an in-depth knowledge of the services you guys are rendering, and that way they'll be able to answer any question the customers might have. Moving on to number 4, learn to say thank you. Learn to say thank you by giving gifts, by showing gratitude, by giving discounts on the next purchase. Number 5 is be quick to respond. Do not delay in your response to clients. All right. Number 6, be respectful, irrespective of their age, their gender, their religion, ethnicity, wherever it is that they are from. Always be respectful. Treat your customers the same way. All right. Number 7, learn to listen and be empathetic. Number 8, keep to your promises and over deliver. Number 9, own your mistakes. Take responsibilities for your actions if you've made mistakes. All right. And then number 10, always ask for feedback. On this note, I've come to the end of today's broadcast. I hope you've been able to learn something tangible. And thank you for sticking around to the very end. If you're watching from Facebook, please do not forget to like this video and also share with your friends on Facebook if you're watching from Facebook. Again, my name remains Adams Olufemi Olajide, and it's been a pleasure being here hosting you guys. And thank you for sticking around to the very end. One love, guys, and be the best God has created you to be. Okay? Bye.